restricted, keeping the cost down, but still a highly competitive form of racing. And we do see a lot of people coming into this particular class and then moving up through the classes. But having said that, we also see a lot of people just enjoying the camaraderie and the racing that this class offers for these competitors. So we're looking forward to seeing the Group Bs coming out in a minute. Everybody's just going to take a break, reset the timing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just don't forget, it is pretty hot out there today. Slip, slop and slap yourselves, and if that's no fun, try it on your neighbour and see where that gets you. But please look after your kids and bits and pieces out there. This sun is pretty intense down here, so look after yourselves out there as we take that short break Kobe's talking to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going into Group B. This is the boat that we saw upside down under the tutelage of Daniel Reid. So let's see how the Naki boys go this time out.
Yeah, once again, 500 horsepower, going to push that Eagle Hole with the Scott Sprint unit behind them. Naki Electrical, Dobson's Dyno Tuning, Farmlands and Plastering Plus, just to name a few of their kind sponsors as they look nicely through the hunt. Once again, first season competitors feeling their way around the track, a little bit indecision there just as they take the right or the left option. They took the right one, so they're coming around the outside there. As you can see, just not pushing it, just finding their
really
confidence.
Developing their confidence again, aren't they, Wiggy? After that last off, having the boat upside down,
now they've got navigational errors.
Yeah, because that's where they went wrong and turned it upside down last time. So, you know, that'll be a little bit of a bee in their bonnet. They'll need to be able to get through that one emotionally.
There's one thing that makes jet sprinting good, and that's how you use the top 2 inches and how the speed for how you work with it, and it can work against you once you've lost your way, and if they've definitely lost their way completely, they can't work out how they're going to get home except take a shortcut. So that's the end of that run for them. It's a DNF, did not finish the course, and so they won't register a time there. The only time that they've got is in qualifying round number 1, 1:05.34.
Yeah, they were all over the shop like a dying blowfly there, so really unfortunate that they haven't got their act together, but let's hope that they can get it together for qualifying round number 4 as we see Adrenaline coming out onto the course. Greg Reardon and Dawn Erb.
Yeah, this is a great boat, 6-litre L98 motor, 500 horsepower with a Macraft hull. Railway Hotel in Inglewood, Agger Marine in Inglewood. There's, oh, look at that.
He's out, up, down, all over the joint. I tell you what.
More bounce than a yo-yo.
Oh, without doubt. They've walked the dog there a couple of times, haven't they, using yo-yo terminology. Got a gutful of weed into the jet unit. And you can see the result there, ladies and gentlemen. They're just going to park it up right in the middle of the course. And no, they got the fire back into the belly. Are they going to continue or just idle it back into the spin-out pool? Looks like what the option is.
They got away with that pretty lucky. There's once again first season competitors And yeah, there's a lot of things go through your mind as that's happening, I guess, and the last thing is don't wreck the boat. But they got away with it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We'll be looking for the next crew in, and that'll be Clayton Tisdale and Mandy Tisdale. And they are from Crookston in the South Island. Get Insider 2 is the name of the boat, 406 cubic inch Chevy with 500 horsepower, the jet speed hull. And we'll run through their sponsors, Regional Ford, Sign It Signs, Henderson Demolition as KV takes you through the run.
Yeah, Clayton and Mandy Tisdale haven't had a good couple of qualifiers yet. They've gone wrong way both times. Now the boat, the jet speed hull, looking really good. The boat, of course, looking fantastic, but they've really got to get their head around the track direction. And these two, husband and wife, absolute characters of the sport. There is no doubt about that. But they will be wanting to get this A-OK. Coming into the hairpin, really popping it up there.
Yeah, they, as I say, it's a long way from the South Island to keep getting it wrong, and they need to really, really make some improvements. Oh, now they've got troubles again. Yeah, and navigational issues for them. Clayton Tisdale and Mandy Tisdale, they're going to be struggling to get themselves into a good position when it comes to the elimination rounds later on. And this, of course, the qualifying rounds where you want to set yourself a good time. KV?
Yeah, you want to set yourself at least a time because it is a war of attrition.
They do have a time at the moment. The fastest is 1:15.94. So
yeah, that's well outside. But you need to be able to post a time. And look, they have posted a time. And if some of the other competitors in the Group B class can't get out there and do it, well, you can start moving yourself into the top 12 and then possibly top 8. Pitcher's box now. Pip Thompson and Megan Brodie, Pip and Poppy. I love this boat. Oh, Pip Thompson, the secretary of the NZJSA, bogged it down just a little bit at the first right-hander there. Now into the fast part of the course and probably needs to be getting a little bit of a hurry on there, just a slow 70 kilometres an hour up through that part of the course. Now into the hairpin. Where are we going to come there as far as the time goes? Missed that one on the radar, but look, they're looking really smooth out there at the moment in this Stinger hull. Really come a long way as far as race preparation and execution goes.
They really need to come down in their times. Their fastest time is a 1:01.46, so they're just trying to get a decent run here now where they can post that 50-odd second run, and this Stinger hull just comes on through again, and a nice finish for the two ladies. Once again, Pip and Poppy.
54, around about the 54 mark, so that's not too bad at all.
They'll be happy with that.
They went wrong way in round number 2, which has caused the time to blow out. That time they came a lot better. This is Tim and Debbie Headhouse, 06 Liquid Addiction.
I reckon these guys are big movers up the ladder as far as jet sprinting this season. They've really, really improved from last year, and their boat's looking nice. It's a Stinger hull once again with 500 horsepower and a 8.25 inch unit. And they are from Ofongo up there in the National Park Taumarunui area. They run the garage up there, and no one had a bigger smile on their dial last weekend when this man ended up second at Mary. And that's a nice exit from the hairpin back through the middle. Just working it out.
Came in there very hot too, Wiggy. Not so quick going up the front straight, but came into the hairpin at about 97 kilometres an hour, so really picking it up as the confidence in this track direction is growing for this husband and wife team from Ofonga.
Yeah, really nice. They're just building great confidence, and here comes for the finish. Oh, he couldn't have hung it out anymore. Hung it out like the washing on the line, I tell you. Nice work as we come through. Boy, he got close to those tyres on that exit.
Oh, that was quite amazing.
Even Sam Newdick's down here in front laughing at him. He couldn't get much closer than being up on the dirt, could you, Sam? Yeah, just a hair's width from parking it up, to be honest.
All right, so what we're going to do is look now as Donna Thompson and Monica Cooper takes off and just get it bogged down a little bit at the top. Now what we're going to do is we are going to run the third round of the Group Bs and the Group As. We're going to have a quick lunch break for half an hour, then go to the third qualifying round for the super boats, and then go 4 rounds for all classes, and then into the finals. We are dropping out the top 12. We're going to go straight into top 8. Donna Thompson just bogging that boat down into that hairpin. That hull just not really dealing with that part of the track. It bounces out of the bottom of all firm windows. Now up into the big sweeper, into PSP, the fast part of the track. And that was 101 kilometres an hour. going up that front straight.
Okay, we'll recap the score for Tim Edhouse there, 50, or the time I should say, 53.24. Let's see where these lovely ladies from Wanganui take us. As Kavy was saying, just looking a little bit rough there in places around the track for those ladies. And yep, so that's right, Kavy, we're going to drop the 12s of the elimination round.
Just to recap, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run the Group B's, the third qualifier, which is the boats, the glass that we're seeing on track at the moment. We'll also then step up to the Group A's. We'll run their qualifier, their third qualifying round out. Then we'll have a short lunch break for half an hour. We'll see if we can get an interview with some of the drivers and teams and see how they feel as though the day's going for them. Then after the lunch break, we're going to go to the third round, qualifying for the super boats. Fourth round for all classes, drop the top 12, and we're going to go straight into 8, 5 and 3. And I'll tell you what, that is going to start putting pressure on people.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's really going to put the pressure on them if you're down to the 8s and straight into it. Hey, they got a 54.04 that last run for Donna Thompson and Monica Cooper. They've come down 0.24 of a second there. So they're on the increase or the decrease in time, but increase of speed. As we look now to Schizo, it should be the next one in. And Patrick Hayden and Jay Hayden from Te Awa Mutu, 406 cubic inch Chevy, 502 horsepower with the Stinger hull. More sponsors than you can point a stick at, so let's cap a few of them. Enviroline NZ, BDS Tinting and Graphics, Otrahonga Auto Electrics, Colour FX Spray Painting, Dairy Tech, HRE Race Engines and Jet Design Co. Now these guys, they just, they had a ball up there in Mary coming in first place in Group B, in the Boilytix Group B, and looking to back that up. We seem to have a few delays there, Kavy. What's going on?
You can't quite see on the other side of white noise there. I think that is Schizo on the far side there, but can't see too much movement in there. There's too many umbrellas and covers on the boat.
Yeah, it's hot, yeah.
With these boats these days, they put the covers over the top of them because when you're in those race suits, it's almost, you'd be sweating like a bag of rabbits at a greyhound race meeting. So they put the umbrellas up and offer a little bit of shade. And looks like Schizo now with Patrick and Jay Hayden coming off the trailer, just into the launch pool now, just idling up through the launch pool, just taking their breath at the moment, just having a little bit of a chat, probably chatting about what they're going to have for lunch.
I doubt it. Have you had a look at the headgear on the guys out here? There's a mohawk on them.
Interesting that they haven't got their port and starboard right, correct, have they?
No, they haven't.
Well, that's all right. We don't need to worry about that. I don't think port and starboard matters too much as far as jet sprinting goes. Patrick Hayden now, Grandad drops the flag and off into the start chute and needs to get a bit of a wriggle. Oh, steered it big time. We saw a big knee underneath there of the Stinger hull as he just threw that around. Really oversteered that a hell of a lot. Was slow up the start chute. He's going to have to really move things along if he wants to post a decent time. Yeah. How's he going to go in and out of the hairpin? Not too bad, not great though.
Yeah, he's chucking like someone that's been drinking too hard all night, I tell you, throwing it around a bit there, but Patrick just trying to overdrive a little bit to keep things going. A little bit of a bounce as he comes across the wake there around PSP Island. Back through the centre we come. And once again, the dirty water just slowing him up a little bit. Boy, he's really throwing this boat around, isn't it? Look, elbows and knees, as you said earlier on.
Absolutely. This is not going to be a fast time.
51.7 was the last run. So let's see where we go with it. It was a 51.7 before.
Just waiting for our timers to use their abacus, their fingers, their toes. We've got two blokes looking at a computer trying to work out numbers. What do you reckon our chances are? All right, we'll leave them with it. We'll come back to you, ladies and gentlemen, as we go to the Naki boys. Jason Reed and Andrew Wells out on course at the moment. 78 kilometres an hour up the start chute. Need to be getting a wiggle on. Oversteered it, bogged it down, coming out of around Suzuki. Got a heap of... they put their hand up because they have given an option of weed. If you get weed into the jet unit, you can put your hand up and then get the offer of a rerun. Now, they were a fair way up the track and into the third corner when they put it up and nudged the bank, sucking weed, I'm anticipating, into the jet unit. So we are going to have to find out whether they will get the opportunity for a rerun.
Hey, KV, I do have a time there for Patrick and Jay Hayden from the last run. 51.08, so still the quickest so far in this round, this qualifying round number 3 for the Boilytix Group B's. But yeah, I think a bit of smoothness would really see them down in the 50s, maybe even sub 50 for Patrick and Jay. They'll be trying to work out how they get that looking a little bit better in the water, that boat.
All right, we are now going to go...
Is it Hayden Wilson?
Yes, Hayden Wilson now, white noise. The man from Wanganui, boat 07, engine rebuild is on board there.
Oh, he needs a time. He hasn't registered one yet. The white noise boat has had a couple of DNFs in the last 2 rounds. It's time they got themselves a run just to make themselves available for that elimination rounds coming up. But here we go. Let's wish them the best once again. Wanganui, your local team.
Yeah, a little bit of hesitation off the start. Just wondering if the engine's really quite keeping up with it. They did have a few engine issues in qualifying round 1 and 2. So maybe that's just carried on after the start.
Here we go
the boat
again.
just going off again.
Oh, they're really having trouble. Like it's in the same place last time. So whatever's going on, they've got a coil meltdown. They've got fuel problems. Who knows? But
they have some serious problems. They've just parked it up.
What they do have is frustration, I can tell you. It's a real shame for them. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your locals, Hayden Wilson and Chris Houseman. How about you give them a good Wanganui round of applause, please? The boat was the 3rd best in the country last year, but this year it's just not working out for them as it could do. Come on, Wanganui, support them. They'll need a little bit of help from you.
Yeah, that's a real shame that they parked it up there again. But let's hope that they can sort that out during this lunch break. They'll have the mechanics in the back of that particular vessel trying to sort that out feverishly, I'm sure. So no good for those guys at the moment. We're effecting a rescue, as you can see at the moment. And we'll take a short break and we will be back with racing very soon.